try to be an angel and I try to be a saint, and I try to be everything that deep inside I know I ain't, and I try to remain on top but didn't realize that I sank inside of an endless maze that I'll never be able to escape. Hey everyone, it's Derek Martin, aka Legit D-Rick here, where I tell you what I think, how I see things, and any comments that disagree or has questions will be prioritized. Welcome to the third and final part to my video about the fake MAGA Republicans and all the Groypers and Tucker Carlsons, Candace Owens. It really sucks too. I used to trust both of them. I used to really consider what they had to say. But, you know, my allegiance will always be to the truth and how I see things. And if anyone can, you know, prove me wrong and change my mind, I implore you, try. Alright, so, let's get into this. I mean, most of you probably already seen this clip because it just went so freaking viral. I mean, everybody knows about this by now. I mean, Tucker Carlson just let this crazy kid say the most outlandish things, didn't push back on a single thing, didn't really pry him on anything. And it's just shameful for him to still try to call himself a reporter. Yeah, if you just pay attention and listen to them and what they say and how they say it, it turns out they actually let you know who they are. So, it's kind of like the same principle as the left. You know, you listen to them long enough and, you know, eventually the mask slips and they say what they really think. Yeah, same exact principle, although I don't think this guy has the IQ to hide his true thoughts or recognize that these are not normal or okay thoughts. Okay? Like, I'm not trying to be a thought police here. Okay, this isn't the UK. But, I mean, I'm gonna call you out if you say stupid, ridiculous, crazy things. Especially if you, like, worship and idolize dictators. This dude actually said Hitler was kinda cool. Yeah, there's too many freaking... there's too many clips to show. To expose him and show what he really believes. Like, everybody knows Nick Fuentes is a neo-Nazi, completely radicalized, far-right nut job. Everyone freaking knows it. But everyone's all getting defensive, like, running to Tucker's defense, like, oh, you can't cancel him. They were just having a friendly conversation. This dude is saying crap like this. And Tucker didn't even push back one bit. Not a single bit.
I remember, it's actually funny, it was December 18th. I remember because that's an important date to me. And it's Joseph Stalin's birthday.
Oh.
I'm a fan.
You're a fan of Stalin's?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I was an admirer. But we don't need to go into that, I guess. Like,
well, that's... okay, let's get back. We'll circle back to that.
It was weird because the reason I mentioned...
Yeah, spoiler alert, circle back Saki, never got back to it. Yeah. I can't even believe he still used that term, circle back, like, bro. That term has been completely polluted. Like, every time I say, come on, man, I have to face palm, just because it reminds me of Biden. Yeah, not the best choice of words there. But regardless, this dude straight up glazes absolute dictators. Pretending like, oh, they were the good guys. We should have fought on... He actually said this, by the way. We should have fought on Hitler's side in World War II. Like, I can't even say this crap with a straight face. This dude is absolutely insane. And so is Candace. And so is Tucker. And I really feel sorry if any of you still trust them. Yeah, the problem is not the debate happened. The problem is that there was no pushback. He's promoting him, he's platforming him, and he's watering down his views to make him more acceptable and tolerable to the mainstream audience. It's that simple. It's so easy to tell what he's doing, what they're both doing. But so many people are still fooled by them. Their words, their actions, the way they speak about fellow Christians, the way they speak about people that disagree with them. You just lump them all in the neocon boxes and throw it away, right? It's just that easy. Anyone who disagrees with me can they're just a neocon, yeah. Who's the ones canceling who? Like, you interviewed an actual freaking neo-Nazi and pushed back on nothing. And anyone who calls you out for it is trying to cancel you, so they must be a neocon. That's just another form of cancellation, dude. Everyone recognizes it for what it is. But whatever, you can call me a neocon all you want. I was never on the neocon side. I was always on peace and freedom side. But I realize whenever tragedies happen, I mean, we gotta get to the bottom of it and not just walk into it with a preconceived notion that, you know, I mean, these guys did this, so they are wrong all the time. You know, what I'm getting at is they were talking about, you know, they keep talking about the war between Israel and Gaza. That Gaza started, by the way. Hamas started, by the way. And they say Israel is funding Hamas. I have yet to see a single bit of proof of that. But, you know, it's just goes into line with everything they usually say. You know, Hitler or the Jews control everything, you know, including Hamas and the corn industry and the video game industry, drug industry, all that stuff. They're saying Jews are just at the bottom of everything. And it's such a headache, man. I really wish people could just think for themselves, look for themselves, instead of let a bunch of nut jobs and crazies run the asylum. So this clip is actually from Tucker Carlson's interview with MTG, Marjorie Taylor-Greene. I really had mixed feelings about her for the longest time. Like, I know a whole bunch of the MAGA movement, like, instantly fell in love with her because she said the right things, but it takes a little bit more than ear candy to get my approval. I actually started to not really like her because, actually, it's funny. The whole MAGA movement seems like they were applauding her for this, but I found it very distasteful and just unprofessional. On the House floor, a while ago, before, I think it was before Trump won the election, Marjorie Taylor-Greene and I'm pretty sure it was Jasmine Crockett got into it. They got into a pretty heated back and forth, and it sounded like a high school girl's locker room. Just bratty, no substance. It wasn't even an argument. It was just bickering. Like, I don't know, Marjorie was talking about her extended fingernails and her hair extensions. I don't freaking know. Like, just pretty much trying to call her ghetto. And, like, man, we're supposed to be better than them. We're not supposed to sink down to their level. We're not supposed to act like freaking children, especially on the House floor and the Senate floor. Like, that is not professionalism, but whatever. let's get into what they're saying right here.
This week, the very same week that everybody in D.C. is focused thousands of miles away on the greatest threat we face, Iran's nuclear program. I don't want Iran to have the bomb. I'm not pro-Iran, obviously.
No, we're not pro-Iran.
Yeah.
Like, why do we have to say it?
No, right.
Because you guys were spending months trying to fearmonger the base, saying if we did anything against Iran, it would spark a world war. You don't want Iran to have a nuke, but you don't want us to do anything to take it from them either. How do you reconcile that? I already got into this in an older video, the one I did on Candace Owens, but we demolished their entire navy in a day, like 50 years ago. Okay, we've been leagues ahead of them. We have nothing to fear. We can destroy them. We can wipe them off the freaking map without even putting boots on the ground. It is hilarious how much far advanced we are from them. And they were trying to fearmonger so hard that we can't touch them. We gotta be afraid of what they might do. Or, ooh, Russia and China's probably gonna jump in. No, they don't want any of this red, white, and blue smoke. Are you kidding me? Have you seen Russia's economy? They can't even take on Ukraine. Freaking China's been circling Taiwan for years. They're too freaking scared because they know we will jump in. They're scared of us. But they were fear-mongering, like, we gotta be afraid of them. Yeah, the Jews gotta handle their own problems whenever they are surrounded by people that want to kill them and us. But we got nothing to worry about, right? We don't gotta worry about the rest of the world. As long as America's A-okay, then all the death and carnage and destruction around the world is just not our problem. Making the world a better place, that's not our problem. Until the Nazis come knocking at the front door, or communists. I mean, we just go totally hands off. I mean, how many times has it happened before? You really think it's too far out of the scope of possibility?
It's dumb, but at the same time that everybody was looking to Iran, our largest city had a Democratic primary, effectively the mayor's race, and like 32-year-old socialist who wants government-run grocery stores gets elected. He's going to likely run our biggest city.
Yeah,
in the country.
Right, New York.
And it's like, why did that happen? Is it because people are so like desperate for government-run grocery stores, or love socialism, or love like foreign-born midwits running their cities? Probably not. Mm-mm. That guy was the only person in the New York City mayor's debate to say he wanted to focus on New York City. All the candidates were asked, if you could visit a foreign country, what would it be? And they, of course, all had an answer. I think most said Israel. Great.
That's really the only part I wanted to play it to. I wanted to play them talking about Iran, moving on to Zohran, and now talking about the debate, because all three of these points I can totally destroy them on, like I just did on Iran. So he is straight up praising Zohran Mamdani. Oh, he's talking so much about New York. He's the only one talking about New York. No, he wasn't. On that debate stage, go watch the full debate, dude. You're really out here praising a radical Muslim, democratic socialist, closet communist. Like, give me a break, dude. Like, what low will he not sink to? Yes, he is straight up praising Zohran Mamdani. Like, ooh, such a visionary. He's the only one focused on New York, and the rest are focused on Israel. Oh, most of them are focused on Israel. Yeah, most of them. I think, he said, raised their hands. Yeah, hiding behind the I think, because it wasn't most of them. It was 3 out of 9. 1/3 of them. I watched that exact. It's actually right at the end of the debate. Like, seriously, man, go watch it for yourself. Matter of fact, I'll link it in the description. It's at the very end of the debate. You can just skip right to it. Count how many people raise their hand or say Israel whenever they get called to answer the question. It's only 3 out of 9. He's a freaking liar, and he's hiding behind, oh, I think. Trying so hard to act like all the Republicans or all the Democrats, all the politicians in general are sold out to Israel. Everyone's just so focused on Israel. No one's focused on America. He's a fraud and a liar. So I just want to leave you with this before I end this series entirely. But, I'm still going to be talking about all these people on the left and the right. Anyone who's talking lies and trying to spread deceit and division, they will be on my radar. So, Cenk Uygur, I call him Chunk Yogurt. A vote for Zohran Mamdani is a vote to drive the Israeli lobby crazy. A vote for Zohran is a vote to make Mark Levin and Ben Shapiro cry. A vote for Zohran is a vote for New York, not a foreign government. Zohran was just exposed for campaign finance fraud, by the way. He was accepting donations from abroad, not Americans. Yeah. Oh, and I think ISIS congratulated him on winning. That's not even a joke. A vote for Zohran is a vote for change, not the status quo. That's for damn sure. Oop, that's the thumbnail. Pro-Israel forces are trying to force out Tucker Carlson from MAGA. They're also going after others like Rep. MTG and Rep. Thomas Massey. Ben Shapiro attacked Tucker today, so it's deciding time, MAGA. America first or Israel first? The establishment is demanding you pick Israel. No. Completely false. This dude's a fraud and a liar too. America first or Israel first? What, we're not supposed to support another nation if we have deep cultural ties to that specific nation too? Like, I wonder if you'd still hold that view whenever it comes to Muslims in like Saudi Arabia and Iran. Any actual like dictatorships? Yeah, I wonder. I'm sure he's not too worried about that. So it's deciding time, MAGA. America first or Israel first? The establishment is demanding you pick Israel. It's just so freaking slimy. Like what? Because we won't jump on the hate wagon and everyone trying to slander a whole foreign nation? Like, if there ever comes a time where you find yourself agreeing with the most radical of the radical left, you should probably self-reflect on your life choices. Just a little piece of advice. I hope you really enjoyed this 3-part series, and please show anybody that may still trust these people, because they need to be exposed. They are doing nothing but infecting the MAGA movement with so much hate and division and vitriol. That's the left's thing. That's not us. I don't know what you guys are doing, but that ain't us. Okay? We ask questions and we get to the bottom of things. We don't act like we know everything and make all these assumptions just because we see some crazy clips online and some stupid people saying some stupid things. Like, that's not hard proof. Show me the hard proof if you want me to take anything you say seriously. Until then, I'm just going to keep saying how I see things. And I see these people as totally off their rockers. So, if you're new to my channel, please check out my music in the description below and like, comment, subscribe. And this may be the end of the series, but it's not the end of me going after these people, because they need to get what's coming to them, non-violently. But everybody that tells lies and tries to mislead the MAGA movement or any movement, I want that movement to expose them and ostracize them from the movement. That's not cancel. That's just like, hey, you've been exposed for being a fraud. Bye. You can go talk and spew your venom wherever you want, but not in this corner. I mean, sure, you could talk to us, but we're just gonna laugh at you. That's not cancellation. That's what normal people did before we got so hyper politicized and divided. To think anybody that gets criticized is being canceled. Now, sometimes people get criticized for very valid reasons. I just totally rambled after I already did the outro. Okay, bye. Keep it legit. Because I used to be full of nothing but anger and hate on a daily basis, but lately my brain is going through changes, and it's been making me think that I'm fake or maybe misplaced. So now I'm breaking through my chains and will no longer be restrained.